So we've been telling you guys we're gonna close off in the best way possible, and we did it. And Kabinde is in the house. Girl, how you doing?
I'm amazing. How are you?
I'm nice. It's good to see you. I think the last time we met was at the Warner gig.
Yes.
Yeah.
The Warner party.
Yeah.
People were partying it up. I actually saw you. You didn't see me. I was like, yo, you look kind of familiar. And I was like, nigga, I know you. I know that face. You know, you were like, ma'am, excuse me. I'm like, I'm Ntandose. Remember we had an interview and you were like, oh yes, hi. And I was like, you didn't even recognize me no more. This nigga.
Yeah, you know, I was like, whoa, okay. Me? And then, that's when I figured you're musically now inclined. And
yeah.
I was listening to you a couple of times.
Oh, don't.
What's happening? We're going to go back to the TV a bit.
Yes.
I just want to sit with the music.
Yes.
Happy belated birthday, by the way.
Thank you.
You know,
I'm still accepting gifts, by the way, until end of December. Okay.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. The music, the shift, when does that shift come?
I mean, it was happening as early as 2019.
Mm-hmm.
I had recorded a couple of songs, but back then I had recorded some home tracks.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, they were very fun, because I want something that's lively. I'm a very lively person. I want to dance. I want to perform. So the music needs to allow me to do the things. But then there was a shift happening around then. And my piano, they were coming in and going, And also, I was just going through a lot in terms of my television career and just my life in jail. Spiritually, I was going through a lot of things. So I sort of had to slow down and just put the brakes on everything and just focus and listen to God. Actually, and be like, yo, what do you want?
I love that. I love how within your art there is a big part that belongs to your spirituality as well. Like, we've been missing a lot of people are killing themselves. I think it speaks to spiritual strength and all that.
Yeah.
Tell me more about the music, and then you decide.
And then, I feel like music has always been calling me, because I always just found myself whether in studio. I always find myself, people asking me, hey, we saw you perform at Rock the Shades. What's happening now? Come through, come to studio, let's make things happen. And I got signed to open mic in 2020, around that.
Oh, nice.
And then I dropped a track with Liza, It's Too Late. It was produced by Mr. Brown. Everything was great up until I felt like, okay, there's a bit of stagnancy here. I dropped the song a year ago and nothing else has happened. I am not gigging. I am not at the relevant places. I'm not, what is going on. And I gave those guys an opportunity, because at the end of the day, you are the artist, you are the main person, your needs have to be catered for, but none of that was happening. And then I decided, okay, you know what? Let me just let this whole situation go. I have a lot of artists. I have a lot of friends who are artists who are doing a lot of things independently. And as difficult as it is, they're making things work. So I was like, okay, let me also try it. Hey, So I recorded a whole bunch of songs. I've got a whole lot of songs just waiting to be released. But Imani, actually, it stood out, because actually the song was actually a love song. The chorus was completely different to it was all about love. My friends were like, yo, bro, you're always singing about love. Damn, sing about something else. I'm like, what else is there? I only know love, And then a friend of mine, Fudu, was like, okay, just say yes. I love love, but I want money also to the because I need to survive, I need to eat, I need to make my dreams come true, and all that we need, the shankuras.
Yeah.
That's how the chorus came about. Initially, it was not about Imani.
Are you kidding me?
I'm doing 100%.
And I guess I love the gold aesthetics on I think it was that short studio vids that you did. Yes. The colors are actually pretty dope.
Yeah.
Yeah. if you've got a lot of work that you've got already recorded, what kind of 2023 are we looking to?
I am starting 2023 with a bang because I am literally shooting my music video for Imali on Friday.
Oh yeah.
I know it's December, a lot of people are not working, people are, relaxing, but I'm like, actually, this is the perfect time for me to work, So I'm going to shoot my music video this Friday and I'm going to drop it in Jan. As soon as everyone is back, I'm dropping my visuals and then after that, I'm dropping my EP. So just I want people to get a feel of who Ntandose is when it comes to music. So I think they'll get to experience that with my music. So that's what I'm doing.
In 2022, how much work went into your music, or how much time went into your music?
If we're being honest, 2022, I didn't put a lot of work into music. A lot of work went into my mental and emotional health. There was just a lot of imbalance, There's just a whole lot of things that we're fighting as people. There's a lot of demons that we're fighting. There's a lot of negative forces that we're fighting. There's a lot of people that we're fighting without even knowing. People just might be giving you bad vibes or whatever. Subconsciously, they might not even know that. That's the funny thing about energy, because you might say to someone, yo, I'm dropping email next week, and they'll be like, oh, we're so happy. But subconsciously, it's like, yo, Nini, you've been saying you're gonna drop. Now you're dropping this, and then we must support you again. Those are bad vibes. Those are bad energies, and they can somehow cause stagnancy or stumble blocks, in your career. So I really 2022 was just me chilling. I was sitting down. I was just listening to. I have a very close relationship with God.
Tell me more about that. I like the spiritual.
Because I'm a fighter, I'm gonna fight all of this, okay? I'm gonna keep it moving. Kept it moving, and then stumbling blocks again. Then I was like, okay, let me relax, let me sit down. Let me chill. God, what's happening? What's up? I was gaining momentum, but somehow I just seemed to have dropped. So what's going on, bro? Talk to me, And let me tell you, the funny thing is that when you speak to God and when you're sincere with Him, He speaks to you back. You don't just pray and say, oh, our Father, and say amen, and then go make noodles. No. As much as you take the time to speak to Him, you need to take the time to listen. You understand? You need to meditate. You need to read the Word. That's how you strengthen your relationship with your Creator. The more you understand God is the more you understand yourself. And I was just like, okay, Shab, I get the fact that you're not doing this because you're punishing me. There's things that I need to learn. There's character that needs to be built. But it's hard. I feel like I've learned all the lessons now. Okay, I get my money or something. And wow, I never thought I'd actually say that I am grateful for the time of, I call it the waiting season. I'm truly grateful for the waiting season. I'm truly grateful that God actually started with the bad things in my life and in my career, because I feel like now I'm about to experience the good. I'm about to experience how good it can actually get, because with a lot of people, especially in the space, they blow up and then they come crashing down and then they come back again. Luckily for me, I learned all of that while I was still trying to gain momentum, So I also found out that I'm a spiritually gifted person. I have a prophetic gift. And also my ancestors were trying to also show me with, hey, see, you've got this thing and now you have to use it type of thing, And a whole lot of things are being withheld from you because there's certain things that you need to unlock. You know, there's certain things that your ancestors couldn't do, so now it's up to you. Now you have to do those things for yourself, for your family, and unlock those chains. But also in the same breath, I've just been taught so much about people and how people move, and the fact that people are someone gonna begin hate. They're not your mother's children. You know, they might seem like they want the best for you. They might seem like they're your friends, but at the end of the day, everyone's looking out for themselves. You know, granted, but some people are willing to step on people's toes. Some people are willing to do the most devious and evil things just to get what they want. And I mean, it speaks a lot about them, you know, and as much as it hinders you, but it never really succeeds. Because if you're a person who believes in Jesus, if you're a person who believes in God, if you're a person who prays, you fight differently to those people.
Absolutely.
You know, you don't use what they use. You're like, God, I mean, you can see, I didn't do anything. I didn't do anything to nobody. I'm just trying to live my life. I'm just pushing Jesus, you know? And then he's like, girl, I got you, just wait. Sometimes it's very difficult for us as people to wait and be patient. And also, patience is like in Nkani. So patience is like Nkani. You will knock on doors, open, I can do this thing. But I didn't get it. Some opportunities, they call you like Ntandose, Swagala, there's a screening, so. You do it and they're like, oh, will they call you? They will not call you because it's not your time.
How did you deal with, at most times, a lot of people gave up, I think the last 3 years, you know. It seems to me as if for a year you literally stood and waited for yourself. There was also a lot of strength you had to not fall into things like depression. How did you, was that all your faith?
I would say it definitely was my faith, but I had a lot of depression. I didn't even realize that it was depression because you see it from far, you hear about it, but you don't think, let's see, okay, it's like depression, you know? But there were days where I just didn't want to wake up. I didn't want to do anything. And there was literally a specific day where I felt like, what am I doing all of this for? Why am I waking up every single morning for me to suffer and to struggle, for me to try and grab these opportunities to work so hard for nothing to come to fruition? Like, what is it? You know, and I was just like, okay, yeah, I'd rather die. I'd rather die. You know? But also in the same breath, I'm like, these are not my thoughts. I want to live. I have so much I need to do. I have a son. You know, I want to accomplish so much, but why is there a voice telling me that death is better? Death is more peaceful.
Are you serious?
Yes. So I definitely do feel like suicide and depression and all of that, it's definitely demons. It's definitely spiritual attacks as much as you know, it's defined as depression and anxiety and all of that. I definitely think that there are demons and there are forces and there are things that we cannot see that are constantly at war with us, you know?
Yes, so true.
Because even in that time, I would pray. I would sit in the car and be like, God, I don't know what's happening. I want to live. If you want me to live, then okay, because I don't know what's going on, you know? And the fact that I thought of ways of doing it tells me how deeply I was sinking into those thoughts. I sank very, very deeply into those thoughts, and my sister picked me up. I went to her place, and the next day I felt so ashamed. I felt so embarrassed. I spoke to someone, a professional, and she was like, the fact that you're feeling ashamed and embarrassed means that you are now back to your, you know, proper and normal logical state, you know? And I was like, what was going on with me? What was happening? So something had definitely taken over. And because the voice sounds like your voice, it's very easy for you to trust it. You know? It's not a foreign voice, it's your voice telling you that death is so much better. There's peace when you're dead, there's no bills when you're dead, There's no trying to accomplish something and it doesn't happen when you did. Literally, it's just peace. That's literally what I heard, you know, and it was my voice, and I was like, oh yeah, you know. But also there was this other side of me that's like, no, wait. And the other side turned out to be stronger than, you know. That's where the devil finds you. They're like, oh yeah, jackpots. Now smooth.
You're so right.
Do you understand? So with me, I don't drink alcohol, right? So I'm always sober. I tackle life sober. I go and sober. I feel everything.
All this energy.
All this energy. You can even see I'm having my orange shake. I tackle everything sober. So isha in your main, you know. And I mean, I don't blame people because obviously everyone is looking for a quick fix, but that only gets you so far. You know, I was just like, I used to pray to God. I'd be like, God, you are the creator. You're the one who brought me to this world. There's no way that you don't have a plan for me. You don't do things just to jail. Do you understand? But also in the same breath, I need to know where you want me to go. I need to know what you want me to do. If I'm not supposed to be in this space, tell me where I'm supposed to be. Show me what I'm supposed to do. I will do it. Ask me what I'll dream about after praying that prayer.
What?
I would literally dream about myself either being on stage or being on set. I don't know how many times I've dreamed of being with Kanyimba, with like, you know, seeing some international artists, and I'm also there in the mix, and I'm like, okay, and then I wake up, I'm like, actually, I'm angry because I'm asking you where am I supposed to be, and you're showing me these dreams and nothing's happening, you know. So I was just like, okay, no divine timing. I will just put in the work, and then you will just do the rest. But also in putting the work, I put a lot of spiritual work in.
That's what I wanted to come to. And
you know?
How did you react, like, African spirituality?
Yeah.
It's also another element that you raised. How did you discover that?
Dreams. Oh my God, you dream. You see things. And sometimes you don't believe it and you don't understand. You're like, what the hell am I dreaming about these things? Okay, so my first dream, so when I was younger, I dream about stuff and things will sort of kind of happen the way that I saw them in my dream. Cool, but I just thought, happens to everyone, you know. And then as I was going through this turmoil of like going through spiritual warfare, because I went through a lot of spiritual warfare. We'll come back to that. We'll come back to that. But so I would dream of seeing people in white. They'd be on the mountain and they'd be praying. All white. Duke, Spiga, Nazareth, everything. But it felt so nice. I was so happy in that dream. You know, everyone was praying. Everyone, prayer. I was like, whoa, that was dope. But I didn't know what it meant. Then I started dreaming of water, natural waters, like rivers, seas, ocean, a lot of water. Sometimes I dream of myself being in the water. I dream of snakes. I dream of a lot of things, you know, and I spoke to someone who's clued up about, you know, dreams and whatever. They were like, bro, those white people that you saw in your dream in the white gear is true, Nelezo. And what they're saying basically is that you need to go to the mountain, looking the way that they do, go pray. I was like, she's like, yeah, I'm not. I didn't even waste time.
Are you serious?
Got my stuff, got my book, got my speaker, went to the mountain and I went to go pray. You will not believe it. Like, same day when I came back from the mountain, less than an hour, I received a call from House of Video because there was a character that I did, but the character had already died, so they were doing what is it called again? Scenes that already happened, but they were trying to show people how we actually got to where we are. So I thought it was done with that. House of Video calls me, they're like, yo, your character is a spook now, so you need to come and play a gold person.
Oh, ironic.
After months of not working, and then I'm just gonna get a call now because I just came from the mountains to go pray. I literally had nothing with me. I went to the mountain and I prayed. I was like, God, for real, I don't even know what I'm here to do, but okay, let's go. So that was a sign to me. And the entire time, I literally had a butterfly in front of me, leading the way for me. And whenever I go to Eshane or go to prayer or go to the waters, whatever, there's always a creature that I always see. It's mostly a butterfly, but there will always be a specific creature. So that's how I know that, okay, you know what, this is not some make-believe. This is not play stuff. This is real. So I guess my ancestors were very happy that I was taking a step forward, So with my ancestors, I literally always have to be within prayer, within reading the word, within church. That's where I'm supposed to be. That's when my gift gets strengthened, because I feel like faith is like a muscle. You can't just say you have faith and then you don't test it out. You don't do things. You don't go for auditions. You don't apply for jobs, but you say you have faith. How do you have faith? And a word that I always get from God is that you keep saying that you trust me. I am this great thing that you believe in. But why are you afraid of taking those opportunities? What are you so scared of? Clearly, there must be something else that you're scared of.
Absolutely.
Because if you say you trust me wholeheartedly, then you must jump. If you say you have faith in me, you must jump. So yeah, I had those dreams and I realized, okay, cool, this is what I'm supposed to do. I bet. So that's what I've been busy with, and yeah, man, it's just
sounds like a lot of inner growth and
a lot of it
to the next level.
A lot of it, and then you start seeing things for what they are. You start seeing people for what they are. You're literally next to a person, and you can sense if that person has a lot of sorrow, or if that person is always crying, so when you're with me, let me not say with you, because I don't know how other people's gifts are. So with me, I'm an empath, right? So
what's that?
Basically someone who feels like deeply everything. I'm not even on Twitter, because that's how hectic it gets. So I can't even watch anything that's violent, but that's too sad, because then I'm going to be sad all of a sudden. I always watch comedy. I'm always watching things that make me happy, So if I'm around kids and they're happy and we're playing and we're together, that's the kind of I get happy like the stupid person, And when I'm sad, so that's why I have to filter the things that I take, the things that I watch, the music that I listen to. Everything needs to be filtered, or else I'm gonna go crazy.
It's so important to see.
I'm gonna go crazy. Even with social media, sometimes I just mind social media for a whole day or two, and I'm just like, I'm not gonna go to Instagram or whatever. I'm just gonna focus on, meditating and whatever, because it gets too much for me. And sometimes as people will feel, you don't have to be on Twitter every day. You don't have to be on TikTok every day or Instagram every day. Sometimes just be by yourself. And we struggle with that. That just shows how much we just don't have peace within ourselves to just sit still and do nothing.
What do you think is the cause of the current lack of spiritual awareness, or people who don't have enough spiritual conversations about our spirituality? I think we had the same problem back in the days with sex. People don't want to have conversations about that, and I find that as we grow older, we don't have enough spiritual talk amongst ourselves.
Because it's not cool. People want to be cool. People want to be cool. People want chasing clouds. People.
It's not cool.
It's not cool. It's like, we're speaking about spirituality. You're telling me about meditating. So I must sit here quiet. Bruh, give me Bev. Give me Bev. Tell me about some joy. Tell me how we can make this money. Don't tell me about I must meditate. Do you know how difficult it is for people to meditate? To sit in silence for 5 minutes and do nothing and just focus on your breathing. It's a struggle for people. The mind is always very sick. The mind is just always busy, always just want to do something, always. And social media makes it worse. It makes it worse because on TikTok you have videos as short as 6 seconds or whatever. And it's fun to watch it. So now you can't sift through something that is past 6 seconds. You're just like, yo, this girl, I forgot to cool 30 seconds, that's too long. I want something that's quick, fast, on to the next. Everything is just, spirituality is boring because now you must sit, you must meditate, boring, listen to the birds, or go to nature.
TV, what's happening or what happened then? Just take me back just a little bit. I think the last time when I met Empress, you were still MTV Base.
I was.
What's been like since then?
Let me tell you something about MTV Base. I'm saying this with my chest, you can quote me. Competition, I wish I did not win it. I wish I had given it to someone else because I feel like that is when my problems in life started. That's when I started facing the spiritual warfare because I won and everything was fantastic. Oh, you're gonna get a car, you're gonna get a trip, you're gonna get like a year's supply of this shop. I only got one of those things. Now, I got it after chasing it for like almost a year, probably like 8 months I've been chasing this prize that I won. Okay? Sharp, I move on. So as soon as I got into that environment, man, I could tell something was wrong here.
What was going on?
I was like, what's going on?
It ain't the same.
What did I do? I just got here. Guys, I just won the competition. Where's the excitement? What's going on? You know, I could already tell that something was off. Right? Sharp. They're like, okay, Sissy, you are going to learn behind the scenes before we get in front of this. I'm like, okay, cool. I'm going to learn all this. Okay. Yabo, this is the office, this is the what guys, I'm still learning behind the scenes. I entered this competition because and I'm like, okay, girl, just be grateful, okay? Don't act stupid, okay? So sharp. Hey, but I'm still sharp, okay, fine. I start working on it. I do the show that everyone does. Okay, cool. I'm on the show. This is exciting. I'm like, okay, cool. So now when am I getting my own show? When am I getting my trip to Thailand? I need to go to Thailand and wear bikinis. Yeah, like, no, it's gonna count. It's okay, shot. I'm still here, so it's all good. Hi, bro. Why? This show I easy figure 1 year down the line.
Why?
I'm sending emails that time. I'm like, yo, guys. What's going on? What's the comms plan? What's going on? Because this is because I'm like as movie man. But manje gumili. So what's going on? Comms planning. You asking for a comms plan from us? Yes. I'm like, what do you mean? What's going on? Do you understand?
Oh, no,
and honestly, I do not want to sound bitter or petty. Literally before the contract ended, I was speaking to a friend, Tepo. I was like, Tepo, I don't want to work here anymore. I'm not happy. I'm not being challenged. The things that I can do as a presenter, they're not being tested in that place. I didn't have an earpiece until 2 or 3 months before my contract ended. Everyone else had earpieces. Everyone else had their own shows. Everyone else had everything going on for them except for me. Now I'm like, because there's no way. Clearly it's me, but I'm like, then what did I do? They had a problem with the way I looked. They had a problem with my hair. They had a problem. Every single thing. There was nothing that I could do that made sense. One of the VJs stopped working there for whatever reason. There was a gap. There was a show that I could do. You understand? So I'm just like, God. Opportunity. So that okay, we'll come through. I kill it.
Obviously.
When it comes to present and I can do that shit with my eyes closed. Do you understand what I'm saying? I get that, do what needs to be done, shop, that's how it looks so nice. Did it, Then they were like, actually, we are cancelling the show. I'm like, there's no way in hell that this is normal behavior. This ain't normal. This ain't normal. Do you understand?
Like, that is like the most absurd thing.
Do you get me?
And I'm just trying to think, like, when you go up the hierarchy, where do you point? Because everybody is around you says they don't know. But they all set up.
Instead, everyone around me is looking at me with like, when I must do that same thing, I'm like,
no, you know what the
people are looking at you with those shameful eyes, like shame.
And it's supposed to be the biggest entry for you. And
that time, get David on Ntandose.
Okay,
TV bafowethu yo hayi Ntandose uphakamisikazi ngithi if only you knew kuyashuba imbawula laphaya. I'm going through a lot, but I'm just like, okay girl, maybe this is the price I have to pay. I'm actually a really calm and kind person by nature. I love being by myself. I want to be by myself. Sometimes I'm like, sometimes I'm like, see them like, yo, nothing right now, guys, can we go? Sing perform me, can we bounce? Type of thing. Sometimes I can really, and my sing loud, okay, I have to go. When I'm by myself, there's a lot of things that I do. I listen to music. I love listening to jazz, gospel. I read spiritual books. I read the Bible, and I just do things that fill my cup. You know, take walks. I love being around nature. So yeah, those are some of the things that I enjoy doing when I'm by myself, because I know when I'm working, it's noise, it's people, it's things, and it's a lot. So when I'm by myself, I make sure that I sing. I do listen to piano, but I don't listen to the one that makes me want to dance too much. I don't listen to the one that makes me want to dance too much. I listen to, Calvin Momo just dropped, so I've just been bumping Calvin Momo, which is so amazing. My favorite track is Soweto Groove. Amazing song. You see, those are the songs that I like. You know, it gives me those Jimmy little songs. Yes. So I absolutely love that. So, but I have great sense of self. So I'm not bored when I'm by myself.
Yes, absolutely. And then I'm thinking, where young people are today in terms of how we're dealing with some social issues. I find great strength in how youth deals with some of the greatest challenges in your life. How do you see the young people today?
The thing is with young people today, is that sometimes we expect our lives to just be smooth. How do you expect your life to be smooth? Like, this is not your grandmother's house. Earth is not your grandmother's house. You're not here for comfort. So obviously there are always going to be those things that prick you. Whether it's you losing your job, whether but there are certain things that are always going to remind you. Egini is in heaven. So the day you die, you will relax and be in a peaceful place. But you just need to find ways to cut back on the noise, because you can't listen to yourself and listen to God and listen to Jesus when you're always out and about, when you're always busy, when you're always on the road, you know. I know of people who just cannot be by themselves. Why is that? Why can't Uzalui one, bro? Uzalui one. Like, why can't you be by yourself? How is God going to talk to you? Moses, unom grubana, une entourage.
So true, right?
Do you understand? So the moment you start tuning into yourself is the moment that you bring God closer to your space, because uNkulunkulu uhlala se umendaweni one. I always say this, uNkulunkulu umendaweni one. Yithi esisukayo kuye ngezenzo zethu nemicabango yethu. Yeah, he's always there. That is why after they're like, okay, cool, after you confess your sins, Jesus forgives you. Because he's just there. He's just waiting for you to come home. He's just waiting for you to reach out to him.
Do you consider writing, I think you could actually, writing religious music?
You know, I said something similar and they laughed at me.
No,
they were like, gospel? How you gonna shake your booty? How you gonna move that waist? But I was just like, guys, I really I feel like, you know, because gospel music just does things to me, you know, and I was just like, guys, nothing that they like, gospel music. I want to give myself time to be Bastrata, and then after I be Bastrata, and then I will go into doing gospel music. But I love gospel music, and for me, that's not a far-fetched idea. You know, I've never tried writing a gospel song, but I love singing gospel music, you know, when I'm at home, obviously, by myself. So, yeah, maybe in the future, man, let's put out these tunes.
Absolutely. It's great talking to you. I'm trying to look at, you are probably going to work on your EP, I would imagine, or a new body of work, or a whole album this coming year. Mm-hmm. What, without giving away too much, but what kind of feel, like, within my, and just aesthetics of what I saw, definitely. And then talking to you, there's just, you know, you're able to put away and you know, you chat about, you know, real important things. You know, I just sit back and be like, okay.
Damn, is this her? Is this the person? Mama shaking a booty? Is this her talking about Jesus?
You know, so is that the type of music, would that influence your music in terms of the sound, or are you going to stick to just one genre? I'm
definitely not going to stick into one. I might try some R&B next year. I might try some jazz. I might try some soulful music. I really, half the time, I just let the vibe be, because I listen to the beat first, and whatever vibe it gives me, that I pick up on the emotion that the song gives me. Then I write the song. That's my creative process. But sometimes if I'm home and I'm scrubbing the phones, and then there's a harmony that comes, I will grab my phone and I record it so that I don't forget. And then I will send it to my producer and be like, yo, Blue, I have this harmony, or I have this chorus, please make something happen then. And then, yeah. So, yeah, man, but we must just always remember that as people, we are not one-dimensional. Like, you know, there's different sides to us. And sometimes we must just take the time to learn, especially if someone comes across as someone who's hard-headed or someone who's just angry or mean. Something did that. No one's born angry. No one's born aggressive, you know. So as much as the cancel culture is very huge now, especially on social media, but sometimes we must just take the time to just learn how other people think, how other people make decisions, and how other people just see things in life. That will also help us be a bit more compassionate, you know.
I think we're lacking compassion.
Zero.
People just do not care.
It's just like, you stepped on me, I'm canceling you, okay? Block this nigger. And it's just like, whoa, really? You know? And people will be like, ha! Woo! Guys, please don't listen to her music. It's demonic. She's reading the word of that's it.
What causes that amongst
Hey man, I feel like people always feel like they need to have an opinion, and that's crazy to me. You don't always have to have an opinion. You know, you can see why. Like, why does it bother you? Like, you don't have to say anything. You know?
True.
Carry on with your life, bro. And social media, especially Twitter, has made it worse. Everyone feels like they can comment.
What's going on in the black Twitter? Like, what's up with that? Like, it's just
everyone is just like,
Is it like that everywhere in the world, or is this a South African thing?
Everywhere in the world.
Is it?
It's definitely everywhere in the world. I think, I really don't know, man. I really don't. That's why I was just like, because of the type of person that I am, I can't deal with witnessing such things online because it does affect me. So rather than having Twitter altogether, I do have an account, but I'm not active. If ever you see someone posting as I am Ntandose on Twitter, it's not me, unless I've sent them saying, but I will sort it out with you. But Twitter, I've just decided that I'm not going to.
Who's been your greatest and biggest influence since you got into the industry? There's always people or that one person who would you say has been your biggest influence?
In the space? Biggest influence? I don't think I had the biggest influence, but I would definitely say there are a couple of people who inspire me in terms of like how they move, like in the space. Bonang definitely being one.
I love Bonang. Yeah.
Yes, DJs taking the next one. I know. Sounds really weird. It's like, whoa, hold up, what are you saying, girl? But what I'm saying is that they are business women. Do you understand? Bonang started out as, like presenter, radio DJ, and then she branched out to other things.
Absolutely.
And she made things happen and she inspired people. She showed people with ethic, girl, you can do it, baby girl. Whatever it is that you put your mind into, you can do it, but also don't be afraid to explore other avenues. Same with DJs.